Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You're knowing what you are wanting? Yes. Mostly. Do you believe that your belief is in harmony with your desire? Yes. Then your desires have happened, yes? When what you desire and what you believe are the same, then you're already having full manifestation. If you're on your way to a manifestation, then you're in the process of finding that vibrational equivalency. When you want something but you don't believe it, that's not vibrational equivalency, that's discord. That's you with a vibration we're going to call desire and a vibration we're going to call belief that don't match up. So the desire vibration is always the strongest one because your inner being is in on that one too. We'll talk about that a little bit if you want to. Your inner being is always a perfect vibrational equivalent to what you are asking for. But the question is, are you a vibrational match to what you're asking for, or are you explaining why you don't have it yet, or complaining about not having it yet, or irritated at others who do seem to have it? Because you've got to be a match. And we know our human friends often say to us, that's hard to be living something different than what I want but be a match to what I want. And we say it seems difficult because you are accustomed to letting your vibration follow your observation, and your physical senses, oh, they are wonderful, aren't they? What you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, but they are for the most part full of what has already manifested. So if you're giving most of your attention to what's manifested and there's something you want that hasn't yet, then you keep offering a vibration about how it is instead of how it is becoming. Then you slow the becoming way down, and you can tell you're doing that because you feel negative emotion. That's what negative emotion means. Negative emotion always means you are not vibrationally equivalent to your own desire and to where your inner being is regarding your own desire. It's such a nice thing. You came into this physical body as an extension of source, and the source part of you is still the source part of you. The source part of you still remains non-physically focused. So when you in your body, through being aware of your environment, and you notice what you don't want, and therefore you are able to come to a clear deduction about what you would prefer, you radiate a vibration, a thought vibration. We call it a rocket of desire about what your new and improved preference is. And when you do that, your inner being becomes a vibrational match to what you are now newly asking for. And you are constantly newly asking for new. And your inner being keeps up with every new request. But you don't. If you did, you'd be happy all the time. If you did, you'd be in this place where you're in the receiving mode all of the time, moving toward your continual, never-ending, eternal unfolding, and you would be receiving impulses that would lead you right to poignant moment after moment after moment after moment as an idea occurs, and then it fleshes out in its fullness. The other day someone asked us if there was a question that hadn't been asked that we think would be a good question to ask, and once asked, what would the answer be? And we said, can I be happy all the time? Yes. Humans are reluctant to accept that, but you could be in a state of continuous satisfaction. You just have to understand a few laws of the universe, and we'll chew on those here together today. The way you feel, your happiness, let's use a different word we like so much, your satisfaction or less than satisfaction is all only about one thing, just one thing. It's about your vibrational equivalence with your inner being. And your inner being's happiness is about your continually reaching for more. In other words, you keep adding more to the equation of your desire, and your inner being continues to focus upon that. Your inner being never takes attention from your vortex. You've been listening to us for a while. You know what we mean by your vortex. We wrote 2 books about it. We wanted so much for you to accept that when you ask for something, you are in the process of creating a vibrational reality, which is such a real reality that we have given it the name vortex. It exists as a vibrational state of being, and your inner being knows everything that you in your vortex have become, and never for a moment ceases to be in vibrational concert with that. So it's important for you to know that you, therefore, you, beautiful you an extension of source energy, you who were non-physical, who then part of that consciousness came into this physical body, you have the potential of having 2 vibrational vantage points in any waking moment. The vantage point that your inner being holds, which is all that you have become, right up to the last desire that you flowed that away, and the vibrational vantage point that you hold right now as you are doing whatever you're doing with your magnificent human mind. And if you are like so many humans, what you are doing with your magnificent human mind is squandering it by focusing upon what is, which is old news. Now, a little bit of attention about what is, a little bit of attention about the old news, you knew you would do, because you knew out of that old news would be born new news. But you didn't plan on giving your most attention to what already is. You didn't plan on being like so many humans who just think about what is and divide what is into piles of good and bad, wanted and unwanted, Republican and Democrat. You didn't plan on doing that. You didn't plan on sorting the piles and then standing in judgment of the piles. You knew that would pinch you off from all that you are becoming. Instead, you intended that your awareness of what is would give you rockets of desire about new and improved. And you know that you are an eternal being, and therefore you knew that that was essential to the eternalness that we are all about. So you expected to do that, but you didn't plan on getting so hung up on identifying and talking about what is, because you knew before you came into your body that it would hold you back. It would keep you from being a vibrational match to what you have newly become. So that's what we talk about when we get together. We talk about how you are creators and how life helps you to create, but how you use the power of your own focus to find your vibrational harmony, your vibrational equivalency with your source energy, with who you really are. Because satisfaction comes only from alignment with who you are. And when you deviate for a little while or longer from who you really are, you feel less and less good as you pinch off more and more of that energy that is life force that flows through you. You have access to the energy that creates worlds, and as a creator you came here to utilize it through the power of your focus. So when you focus, and when you focus in concert with your inner being and what your inner being knows about who you are, then life is sweet, moment after moment after moment.